All right, so I'm going to show you how to create a new project based off a repository so you guys can practice doing that. I have a couple of free repositories out there. I have this one called Mod04 CRUD example, which is a basic one, but it has blueprints in it. And then I have another one called Flask example, which has like no blueprints yet. We're going to do one that has the CRUD example on it. So I'm going to just say get from VCS. And I'm going to leave all of these exactly where they are. And I'm just going to go out to the repository and I'm going to copy in the URL and you'll be able to see what it is. So it's BA Marshall 06 mod 04 CRUD example 1 git. So I'm just going to come down here and click the clone button. And it's going to grab it all in. I'm going to trust the project. And I'm going to do it again because I didn't like that. So what I should have done, so I'm going to close that project. What I should have done when I got from VCS is here, changed the name to my new project. And what it'll do is it'll grab all the code from this CRUD example and it will put it into my new project ready to go. Okay. So make sure here you actually put it in. So I'm going to go loan amortization. Loan amortization. I'm going to click clone. All right, so now I'll have my new loan amortization project. I'm going to click trust project, and I'm getting this little pop-up right here. And in this pop-up, it's telling me that it's going to make a new folder, and it's going to put the virtual environment in its folder here, which is good. It tells me my Python that I'm using, 3.12, which is perfect. And then it's going to grab all my dependencies that are currently in the requirements document that I have on here, and it's going to install those automatically. So I'm going to click OK. All right, and it's doing its thing. So it's finishing up while we're going to wait. It's created the new interpreter, and it has everything that we've kind of needed. Now, in your DB Connect file, which is here, you're going to create a new database. Okay, let's just see why it's still finishing. Sorry, in your new database, you're going to go out and create a new, get the host, username, password, database, all that stuff. All of these 4 things when you open up and create a new app and create a new database within the app. So go ahead into Heroku and create a new app called Loan Amortization, create a new database, and put that information in right here because we're going to store the database here for us to do. So I'm going to log into Heroku. All right, now that I'm in Heroku, I'm going to create a new app. So the new app is for me is going to be called Loan Amortization. And of course it won't be available, but I'm just going to put in MMIS 6391 Loan Amortization. So I'm going to put my last name so everybody else can do this also. We'll just say Loan Amort. There we go. Loan Amort. Okay, perfect, just like that. I'm going to create that as an app. I'm going to immediately go to Resources, and right here I'm going to select let's see, what is the name of that? It is JAWS. I was putting pause, thinking, I'm still thinking. It's early in the morning. JAWS DB, MySQL, submit order form, keep it free. That'll be great. Once it's created, I should be able to go in and grab this data here, because which one I'm going to put into. Okay, I'm going to put it right into here. And of course, I'm going to make sure that I don't put in extra spaces and that I'm copying the stuff right out of, okay, and database. Okay, so it's all changed. Everything's good. And that can go up. Okay. I guess I should show you this next part. Let's go ahead and go to Git and go to Manage Remotes, and we need to delete the remote that we grabbed it from. Okay. We don't want to have to try to send stuff up to any of my repositories. Instead, we need our own. So we're going to come up here. We're going to go back to Git, and we're going to say GitHub, share project on GitHub. And I'm going to add a 2024 on the end of mine because I think I already have one out there called Loan Amortization. So I'm going to say share, and it's going to push it out to the GitHub master. All right. Now what I need to do is over here, just to see that it works, right? So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go into deploy. I'm going to go to GitHub, and I'm going to connect it to GitHub. It's connected to GitHub, and right here I can just type in something and click search, and it's going to want to grab that one loan amortization here and click connect. And I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to enable auto deploy, and then I want to click this one, force it right now, deploy branch. So it's going to grab everything that's out there and just auto deploy it right now. All right, and if I go to activity, I'm going to look at it, and it's most likely going to fail. I don't have anything in the database actually set up yet, but I just want to see that it's bringing all of my files over. So if I click build, it's bringing everything over. It's doing all the deploy, and it says it is finished. So I can click open app, and it's working. If I click runner, that's working. Not sure why that's working. Marshall Loan because that database shouldn't have it in there. Oh, I know why. Because it's still using the old connection. Why? Because if I come into here, I haven't pushed up this new connection. So let me commit and push. So I got to type in a message and say, this is my first time commit and push. And it's going to push this connection up, and it's going to replace that file. And when I do that, it's going to stop using. Okay, so if we go to activity, and we'll wait just a second, and you'll see that it's going to start. It's going to start the build. Okay, so it's starting the build process. I can look at the progress, and it's going to build it out. Now, remember, I don't have in my database. I don't have anything in that database yet. Okay, so I didn't put a table in there. I didn't build anything in that database yet. All right. So it looks like it's all built. Build is finished. If I click open app, it works. But if I click runner, it does. It's going to say, I don't know. If I look at the actual logs, it's going to say no table. Okay. So closing database connection. I don't have a table. It doesn't. This table runners doesn't exist. Okay. So what I need to do is then go in there and fix that. Okay. But we're not doing a runner one. We're going to do a loan amortization one. All right. So that right there is the whole process of getting the project kind of set up, and we'll go from there on the next part where I'm going to show you how to actually set up the new blueprint.